Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crits and Grits Friday Night Fights. With us tonight, we have... Oh, yeah, we get to do social media again this week. Or actually... we're going to do the social media, but we'll do a larger role for new followers once we have Abby back. Listeners, we don't have Abby at the moment. She may be in the session today. We don't know yet. I guess I'll start at the top of the Discord list as usual. Joining us tonight, we have Mr. Dr. Deebs playing Skate. What's Skate's Facebook feed looking like right now?
I feel like he and Haley have been working on their crystal game, and so probably some Facebook like marketplace slinging those crystals.
Got that crystal game going.
Yeah, they'll get your ions right and shit.
Yeah, you notice that after the adventuring competition last night, she hasn't replied much to anything they sent.
Is it because we beat her up?
We'll find out soon. Or maybe not. But next up we have Jeff playing Wally. What's Wally's Facebook feed looking like right now?
We'll find out soon. Or maybe not. That's it. That's the options. That's all of them.
We'll either find out soon or we'll never know.
Okay, so time-wise, did we just have the big fight the previous night?
Yeah, you just had the big fight the previous night.
Okay. What about the week-long thing that I know that we had talked about prior?
Yeah, that's going to be going on throughout this session.
Okay.
This is like the level up, get ready for the next, like, team prep for the next fight session.
Okay. There is a message on Wally's Facebook that just says, and it is the exact same message both on his and Burnaby's page that just says, the Burning Boys are going on a trip later. That's it. No spaces, no caption, or no punctuation at all. Just the Burning Boys are going on a trip later.
Does Burnaby manage his own social media now, or are you...
Nope. Still Wally. It's like one of those cat Instagrams. Except like very badly managed, not updated frequently.
And the cat can actually talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And says some questionable things.
So that's probably why it might be like one of those picture-only social media feeds for Burnaby.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we tried to post a video once, and...
The only time Wally would post a video of Burnaby is when he's not in that, like, phase where everyone else can hear him. When he's not, like, fully summoned. That's the only time when he would do a video of him. Because the moment that he opens his mouth, he's like, no. Other people are not ready. Other people aren't ready for your message, man. We can't. They're not going to respond well to it.
They don't understand.
And boy, does he have a message. Anyway, last but not least, we have Alex playing Paul. What's Paul's Facebook feed looking like this week?
That's a very good question. Mostly because Paul's phone got broke in the fight, so he doesn't have it. But if you were to look on his the wall of his Facebook feed, you would see a tagged video of him, and it was tagged by his father, and has a caption on the top of it. It says, "Son, we need to talk." And that's the first of the many posts that his father put on there. The other one is, and this one's a little bit racier. It says, "Big booty elf bitches near me."
Oh, okay. He doesn't understand that it's not a search bar. Good.
He doesn't know. Paul's dad is old school. A little bit too old school.
Into elf bitches, though. Okay. All right.
Like, that one has a thumbs up from Haley C, but you're not even friends. Haley C was the cleric one, not the
Okay.
super mean one.
Great. The Haley of God knows that Paul's dad has been horny.
Hey, even Jesus was tempted, you know?
Now was that one of those like liked or liked? Which one of those likes was it? Could we tell?
Peel back the curtain, Gary. Tell us, you coward.
How about you all give me insight checks?
Oh hell yeah!
Sure, yes.
Start off
Roll
with the
that.
rolls.
It's sloppy with these rolls. I got a 15.
15 from Mr. Dr. Deebs. 23. Jesus
Ooh.
Christ.
Nice. That's almost as good as a 27.
Whoa, damn.
I rolled a nat 20 and I got a +7 on insight, man.
Damn.
I rolled hot.
Yeah, she's
For,
sliding in
you
those
know.
DMs.
Oh no. Oh.
I love how everyone's response is not like, oh, cool. It's, oh, no.
Oh, gross.
No.
Straight up slid into those DMs. You don't know what was written, but you know she's in there.
Lurking.
But anyway, we start out, you're all in the shop looking at the footage from this week's adventuring circuit, and first you see the Dwarven Scouts and how they lost in their first round of their group's adventuring circuit. And it's because instead of trying to solve the puzzle with the reflections, they ended up trying to get their reflections to do Fortnite dances.
Fuck yes.
And then, like, you see
Really
them
good.
doing that, and then you hear a and then see a red light go off in the background, letting them know that the other two teams in the competition have made it to the fighting round. So they're
Is this like a group activity where coach is showing us game tapes? To help?
yeah. Coach and Caroline are showing y'all game tapes. Yeah, they were just doing this silly little dance in there, so I don't think they're gonna be a problem.
Well, we beat them already, so I feel like we could do it again if we had to. But also, they're not great at dancing.
It's just like 10 minutes of flossing. That's it.
Seems a little bit excessive, right?
Yeah, I feel like the art of dancing is showing the full expression, not just doing that one thing for 10 minutes straight.
I've tried to do that, and it's harder than it looks. Just like arms this way, arms, hips. You move your foot
my
one
God.
way, I think.
We're pausing the tape until I can teach Paul how to floss. Performance roll. Oh,
Yeah,
dude, okay.
give me that performance roll.
Okay.
16.
16. Paul, just give me a straight performance roll.
It's a
Depending on,
7.
Oh, no.
So, he got it.
I feel like it should take, because he didn't roll good, it should take, the sum of our 2 rolls. It takes, 20-something minutes to teach him how to floss.
Y'all are doing you're flaring your arms in the wrong way.
Oh, no. Oh, you're what? Stop.
Hips, left hips, right. I'm trying, man. I got a lot going on here. There's a lot of hip, a lot of protein shakes going on.
Do you have hip arthritis? Why don't they move that way?
I don't know. I'm a big boy, that's the best I can tell you.
Wait, Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Paul, I apologize in advance. I'm not sure if this is mean or bad to say. Do you have dog hips? Because dogs' hips don't really move like that. Are your hips different
I can't believe you say such a thing like that. I mean, that's a little bit.
Was it
you
mean?
can't just say things like that. I mean, you can.
It was just a question.
Do I have dog? He's now very self-conscious about it. He's gonna look in the mirror.
I mean, it's okay. If your anatomy just doesn't, conform to that type of movement, we can stop. But I really feel like you should be able to do this.
We can make you a cut of Hoochie Daddy shorts specialized for dog hips if you need.
Oh, I'm gonna need some hoochie daddy shorts anyway. Just not for dog hips. Well, I mean, maybe if I've got dog hips.
Oh yeah, you're helping them scouts get the merit badges, right?
Yep. And you gotta, show off the quads for, show off dominance and everything.
Make sure you take them snipe hunting.
Oh, absolutely. Last time I went snipe hunting, all night, it was fantastic.
But during that whole 20 minutes of trying to teach Paul how to floss, at one point Caroline leaves for coffee and still makes it back before you're done teaching him how to floss.
All right, I'm gonna make a note to Abby in the in-game chat so she can keep up with this hard-hitting storytelling narrative.
If I was playing a like more like savage and not like goofy character, I'd be like, Robot, you and dog hips ready to get back to this?
No, I feel like that's an appropriate thing to say.
And it would just be like, hey, I know that makes him uncomfortable. I'm going to call him that from now on until he owns it, until it can't hurt him anymore.
I'm just going to keep practicing while we watch the tapes.
And next up, you see a team off in the shower. They're the frat boy team. And they ended up just trying to see if they could get their reflections drunk. Nobody really knows how they got beer into the event, but they just spent the time like trying to get their shadows drunk, or not shadows, reflections drunk. And last in the first round of eliminations, you see Billy and the kids, which was the team that was in your bracket.
Mm-hmm.
They see their I keep saying shadows. They see the reflections and just like lock up and faint because they were an entire satyr team.
Oh,
classic fainting goat.
Are we ever going to be up against them? Because that feels like awesome, like actual valuable game information.
I cast major image. It's a giant dragon with just blood dripping from its mouth, and a satyr's head falls from its tooth. They all lock up and pass out.
All right. So
Yes.
I'm looking at the brackets right now, and the chances of you fighting them, their next match is against Team Leto and like Half Minute Martians and Troop 187, and the other teams going up against each other are Team Hey off in the shower, which is the frat boys, and Team Rock Salt, which is the Earth and Air Genasi from the ice cream parlor. Your next match is going to be up against Team Air from Arcane Infinite Repair and Team Keep Your Grits from Sherman's Pizza. Sherman's Pizza is run by a family of Northerners, the Cohen family, and they're that type of Northern family that lives in the South and they shit on Southern people. Like, if you're friends with them, they shit on you in a friendly way, but if they don't like you, they just plain shit on you. Yeah, they're just
It's awfully
really
unsanitary.
But like, if you're friends, it's not really mean dunking on you. It's just kind of like, you're from the South.
Yeah, you got me.
I bet you can't drive in the snow, that kind of stuff.
We can't. It's true.
They really can't either. Don't let them fool you.
So, which match do you want to look into or look at next? You have the match that Team Air won and the match that Team Keep Your Grits won.
I feel like I don't know. I vote Team Air because I feel like they're serious competition, and I don't know, how much about like Team Keep Your Grits they're like actually challenging.
Wally likes life being as easy as possible, so understanding the best way to take out who he sees as the greatest threat would be the thing to go to. So his vote is also for Team Air.
Like with Team Air, the things you're noticing now are Drake has really stepped into the role of leader of the team. And Jack is actually fighting again, but not really like tapping into rage for fighting. His movements are awkward, but he's great at covering his teammates' backs with a shield. And you don't really see any noticeable changes from Edwin or Amy. So they're one of the teams you're going to be going up against in the next match. The other is going to be Team Keep Your Grits, which is the Cohen family. Giovanni is a halfling, and his wife Lori is a Goliath. And somehow they have two regular height kids. Well, I say kids, but they're probably in their late teens, early 20s. Also work at the pizza place.
Oh, little pizza manlets.
They're normal human height. Like, one of them's probably like 5'10", the other is closer to 5'6", maybe. So yeah, that one's. I say this being someone who's 5'7".
Shrimp.
But they go up against Team Rock Salt, and Team Rock Salt has trouble landing any sort of hit on Giovanni. Like, they're all wailing on him, and it's not really seeming to do anything. But while they're distracted and angry about that, Lori and their son Doug, who looks sort of like Jesse Eisenberg covered in dirt.
Why?
You've probably seen him around town. He's one of the dirt bags.
Oh, okay. All right.
Occasionally goes by the nickname Dip Can Doug.
Okay. That was really funny because every small town in the South has that one nasty, like, late 30s adult person who's named Dipcan or like Mater or something. Like, just there's a guy. Everybody knows him. He's
the guy who's been the exact same person since sophomore year of high school.
Yeah.
Yup. But Dipcan Dog and Lori take out the rest of the team while Todd watches from the back.
Do we get a sense of, like, anybody casting spells, shooting stuff?
With those three, it's all mostly physical.
Mostly.
Giovanni is, like, eating most of the hits, and you'll see a spell from Giovanni occasionally. But you can't really get a read on Todd. He's kind of the odd one out in the family, too. He's keeping an eye on the battlefield. He's in, like, this leather armor. Wally, you actually recognize some of his gear as, like, gear that's very similar to gear that's worn in your tribe.
Thanks, Lincoln. Right as I unmuted.
Hey, bro!
One second. Let me deposit this cat somewhere that is not directly on my desk because he's being a menace tonight.
Bruh.
For real though. This is what happens when I decide, yeah, I'll eat dinner while we're playing. No, never again.
I made some curry today and it fucking slaps. Sorry.
Hey, my little hack. Add curry to mac and cheese.
Shit, that sounds awesome.
Really?
It's so good. It's so good. It is so good. You can just do it to Blue Box too. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So some of his gear looks like tribally, or looks like it would belong to, or looks like it could. It looks familiar based on like my clan background.
Yeah, like it looks handmade as well. Like it doesn't look like it comes directly from your clan, but it looks like it would come from a clan that's in the area that you're from.
Interesting.
Wally's like leaning really close and squinting.
Roll a perception check for me.
Oh, yay, perception. I'm certain that I'm very good at perception. Oh, wait, I
actually roll
am
this
really
at
good
advantage. Roll this one at advantage.
I am really good at perception. That's going to be a 21.
With the 21
was a 17.
With the 21, you can tell that like everything he's wearing is in fact handmade, and whoever made it knows exactly what they're doing, knows a lot about the lore of Fearbolg clans, almost as if they have lived with Fearbolg for a while.
And who is this guy again?
His name is Todd. He is the other son of Lori and Giovanni Cohen, the owners of Sherman's Pizza.
The pizza. I've never noticed this about him before.
He's usually like in the back. He's not what we call front-facing service. Or, not because he's ugly or anything, just
But he is ugly.
Oh,
maybe just a little.
not like
What?
catastrophically ugly, but just like
He's goofy looking.
He's
just
awfully
a-
plain.
okay. He's a small town average.
Oof.
But last thing you hear about with all of the footage that you've seen is Stevie Dix was hospitalized immediately after the fight that you guys had, and the Haleys were brought in for questioning.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So, okay. Sorry, let me see if I'm understanding the lore correctly. Like, because whatever they gave her kind of like seemed to mind control her or like puppet her body around, is that illegal? That's illegal, I'm guessing? That qualifies as contraband or illegal?
They're trying to get to the root of what that was.
Okay. But probably borderline illegal.
Probably.
Okay. Skate doesn't know a lot, but seems bad.
Paul knows a little bit about the law, but not enough to know that this is something that's super illegal.
And Coach breaks out his old workbench and says, also, I figured you guys might want to make something at some point, so I'm going to bring this baby back out, and maybe we can make it like a cool item at some point or something.
We used to do that. Has any new like broken stuff come in, Coach?
Y'all are personality hires right now, so I can't actually let you touch anything we're working on. You're mostly employed by Caroline at the moment. But yeah, you can't really touch anything we've been paid to work on.
What about the stuff that we haven't been paid to work, or you guys haven't been paid to work on?
Yeah. People
Yeah,
leave junk here all the time, Coach.
Yeah, rummage through the junk and sure, yeah, maybe. You might find something in there.
That's what Skate's gonna do.
Dumpster diving time. Let's go.
Yeah, just legs sticking up out of one of the bins.
Rummage through that junk. Wally removes his hand from his pants. My fear balls itched.
We'll start at Sherman's Pizza with Wally. Taking his last pizza to go, and
well, Wally, have fun on your training trip out there.
He pulls out a little cooler. Like, it's an eco cooler that's biodegradable, so if you just leave it out in the woods, it's fine.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. I could, not carry things back. That's great.
Yeah, Wally, why don't you take a look inside there, buddy?
And when you open it, inside you see, a few heat and eat pizzas. Just cook them while you're camping. And some heat and eat garlic knots. So, you might have to use Shape Earth or something to make a little stone oven while you're out training in the woods, but
I think how good that's going to be.
Oh, dude, garlic knots. Man, these are going to be so good.
Yeah, I know how much the little guy loves the garlic knots.
No, he can't actually eat them. It's the garlic. It's not good for wild animals.
Is he actually a wild animal or just fire?
He sure is an animal, am I right, buddy?
Yeah, I am, dog.
I said that forgetting that you actually have to click to the synthesizer. But yeah, Pizza Man, Wally Burnaby. I'm Wally. What am I saying, man? Yeah, little Burnaby. He can't have like onions or garlic or onions.
All right, just tell me what the little guy can eat, and I'll throw some in the cooler. Because first of all, Wally, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and every other team out there wants to thank your team from the bottom of their hearts.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, you made adventuring fun for us again. You knocked the Haleys down a peg. We really don't care for the Haleys, so you're probably going to see more teams rejoining next season because someone took out the Haleys.
Hey, man, all you got to do to make people happy is beat up some ladies every now and then. I mean, if that's what that means.
I mean, that's an odd way of looking at it, but while I still thank you from the bottom of my heart, I want you to know that if you take it easy on me next week, I'm going to be real fucking offended, buddy. You know why I'm giving you these garlic knots and this pizza?
Why is that, dude?
I want you to train your hardest out there. I don't want any regrets when you come back here and we kick your ass next week.
Oh, that's really funny. I hope they bring a good cleric, because
You're looking at him, buddy.
Oh no, I don't mean you. I mean one to bring you back from the dead, because I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, I'm gonna break the foot off in that ass, buddy.
I'm not kidding.
I'm not kidding either.
All right, man. All right, kill you next week.
Yeah, kill you next week, buddy.
All right.
So with that, Wally, you head off to the woods for your training. Skate, you mentioned to Drake that you did want to... Oh, yeah, feel free to move around. There's doors and everything.
Okay, okay, I know where I am now.
Yeah. So, you go over to Arcane Infinite Repair, you walk down into the basement, and there's a door on your right and a door on your left.
Why is there an arc reactor in this room?
As you pass that first door on your left, you do see seeming electricity and then a pod in the middle of the room. You see 4 coils set up in the corners, and they're arcing electricity over the pod in the middle of the room and arcing electricity to each other. So it's like a square with an X made out of electricity, floating above this pod in the center of the room.
Am I able to see what's in the pod?
There is nothing in the pod currently.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then when you go further down, there's a door to your left, and it's Drake in his workshop. You see all kinds of arcane implements, all kinds of technological implements, crossbreeding of the two.
Good afternoon, Drake. How are you?
Skate? How you doing there, Skate?
I'm doing quite well. Pretty, dare I say, excited after our win the other night against the Haleys.
I mean, don't get too hyped up there, because we're gonna kick your ass next week, buddy.
We'll see.
What if you don't even make it out of the first round, Skate? That'd be real funny, right?
It'd be real funny if you don't make it out of the first round.
Okay, don't put that on me, Skate. Okay, it's not as funny as I thought anymore. Yeah. Hopefully you make it to the second round, and so do we. So, fine there, buddy.
I hope so too, Drake. It's a little thing called empathy.
But you ready to learn how to navigate that there seer system?
Yes, I know I need to learn how to. I gotta say, I'm a little bit nervous. I feel like it's going to be kind of an out-of-body experience, and I've never been out of my body before.
Well, first, I need you to follow me to this little room over here. And Drake leads you to the room where you saw the lightning crossing over that one pod in the center of the room.
Oh, good.
Now, I know how this looks, but I'm going to need you to step in that little pod over there, Skate.
Can you turn the electricity off first?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Is it way up off the ground, or is it on the ground, Gary?
It is way up off the ground.
Okay. All right. Okay. I feel like Skate will really like that very exaggerated, like squat down and like walk under it. And I feel like it would feel weird because he's made of metal mostly, and so I feel like he like the magnetic field that all that the electricity would be generating would feel weird.
It does feel weird for a second, and then you see arcane energy being woven into the arcs of electricity going around the room. And then it starts becoming something much more than just electricity. It's this mix of just pure arcane force. Connecting to the pod, connecting to the coils in the room. And those coils in the room have wires running through into a computer in the next room. And Drake says, all right, just holler if you need anything. I'm going to start the process.
Oh,
and Drake goes over to another room and he says, all right, first we're going to install a little bit of safety measures here, like around, I guess you would call it your soul or personality, something along those lines. Warforged do have souls, so you encounter something bad in there and it tries to overwrite you, it's going to have a hell of a hard time doing that.
Oh, okay. What?
It's just a safety measure. I don't think there's anything coming after you out there. You did go into the Sears database, so you're probably going to need a little extra protection in there.
Do you think Sears has, like, magical AIs, like, looking for me?
I don't think they're looking for you at the moment. And also, you don't have to just stick to Sears while you're out there. You can travel the internet.
That sounds scary.
Yeah, that's why the safety measures are in there. Never know what you'll find on the internet.
I know. On Facebook this morning, I heard this thing. Somebody deepfaked the president talking about never mind. Okay, so yes, I will be, I guess, net diving into the Sears database.
Yeah, right now he's setting up some safety measures on you, just in case something happens out there.
We'll do some nice light warm ups. Go to Facebook, check Instagram.
Yeah, well, Facebook is all encompassing. Facebook is basically TikTok, Facebook, Instagram.
Right.
You keep getting invites for Agraville.
No, I don't want to help you grow your tomatoes. No, thank you.
But yeah. Actually, tell me where Skate would go for his warm up. Would he go to Facebook for like a warm up dive?
I think so. He'd probably just go like somewhere somewhere familiar. Check out Facebook. And then maybe like some music forums that he.
So when you dive into Facebook, tell me, how does Skate like visualize information?
Zeros and ones, baby. It's like the original Matrix in here. Just green numbers.
You walk into like a little city of zeros and ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see people walking around that are zeros and ones, and when they turn around, you see their faces, and it's like the face of whatever user is logged in at the moment. And you know, you see a couple people walking around Facebook, and other 801 units you see as like other people just walking around. It's not the zeros and ones. They look sort of holographic, and they're walking around. And when you look down, you notice you're holographic and walking around too.
Really? So all the other 801s have been doing this the whole time? It's just like a normal thing for most of us.
So with those 801s, they don't seem to have as much control as you do.
Okay. All right. I will initiate the handshake protocol with one of them.
When you initiate the handshake protocol with one of them, it is just like a standard 1-2 shake. Not even a 1-2. It's just like that solid shake, and then
That's disappointing. Okay. Just because they don't have that kind of ability or control, I guess.
Yeah. Think of it as autopilot.
Okay.
Maybe autopilot is the wrong word. You're more aware of the fact that you were in the network like this than they are.
Okay. So they're all just connected to the network, but not consciously navigating it. But now I'm learning how. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. So
right.
they're navigating it as if, they were just on Facebook, but you were in here navigating.
Okay. I'm going to navigate my way over to Paul's Facebook. We're going to make a big ASCII drawing of a butt on as Paul's status, and then see if Drake's ready to go.
You notice that Paul hasn't been logged into Facebook for a day or so because his phone broke in the battle. So there's just that huge butt being uploaded. And then that gets a heart react from Haley C. Underneath it says, yes, it looks like that. And then she has tagged Paul's dad.
Yeah. Drake, can we go now?
Drake pulled you out of the net.
You gotta get out of here.
And then we jump over to Paul. Paul, you and the Dwarven Scouts have taken the trip out to a little campsite. Paul, you reach the campgrounds with the Dwarven Scouts, and immediately they have all pulled out their cell phones and Game Boys, and that is what they have decided they are doing for this camping trip.
Whoa, guys. We're not getting all electronic up in here. I didn't pull out this vintage, just absolute badass Dwarf Scout uniform just so we can play the click-clacks and the beep-bops out here. Okay, we're roughing it. We are, and he puts his leg on a stump, just flexing his quad. We are roughing it in these woods, all of us this weekend. You remember Scout, your scout leader? Is that why he's called Scout? Wow, that's pretty dope. He put me in charge, and we're gonna make the most of this weekend.
Scout is currently in wine country. Scout is taking a wine country tour right now. But why don't you let everyone know what you're wearing to the scouting?
Right, absolutely. So Paul is wearing a vintage Dwarf Scouts uniform, circa at least 10 years ago, and also about 20 to 30 pounds lighter. So it is stretched, to say the least. He has his merit badge sash over his shoulder, and he is wearing Hoochie Daddy shorts so that he can be flexing his quads as much as he can the entire camping trip. And of course,
did you get him in black, navy, rose gold, or khaki?
Khaki. He's got to stay in uniform, even if it says Hoochie on the ass.
Yeah, it does say Hoochie on the ass in rose gold. And while you're giving the scouts this speech, they're just kind of like, "Oh, come on, bro! I thought you'd be cool about this. We're just supposed to come out here for the merit badge. You're supposed to tell them we did everything right, and then we get the merit badge, bro. Don't bust our balls like this. We just want to."
I mean, you can game in at home, but you're not at home, unfortunately, because the game out here.
These up.
And he sits and thinks for a minute and goes,
"What about login bonuses?"
There's some log bonuses out there that you can, roll over some logs and see the bugs underneath.
Fucking gross.
Yeah,
so
but
gross.
Builds character. It builds character, and you learn things about it too.
You build character.
Yes. Sometimes I do build characters on D&D Beyond, which we are not sponsored by.
And the little ragey one that was chugging Mountain Dews when he went ham on y'all,
Mm-hmm.
looks over and says, Yeah, I knew this guy was a narc.
Narc? A narc? Would a narc have just an awesome weekend planned of doing manly things? And he pulls out his axe and says, like, chopping wood? And he chops into a pile of wood. Oh, whoops. Sorry, let me fix that. What else? There's tent pitching. Not in that way. Don't be gross, kids. We don't do that. Let's see. We've got.
Bro, why don't you go put up the tents?
You know what? I might. But then you guys wouldn't be ready for the snipe hunt later tonight.
Yeah, just get back to us on that. And they all like sit around the fire pit with their cell phones out. Oi, what are we dropping, boys?
Oh crap! Okay. Paul pulls out his phone and he texts Scout, and he says, "Hey, what were we supposed to be, doing this weekend for the kids? What was the merit badge?"
You just get a text back from Scout, and it's only 2 words, and those 2 words are "good luck."
Right. Okay. Think. What are these stupid kids like? And he is scrounging around. He's rummaging around, running all over the camp, trying to find something. Tents are mostly pitched, and let's see. There's no one else around here for miles. Probably that's pretty scary. There's the food here. It's not put up. Oh, jeez.
Wally, what's your training looking like over that next couple days?
Wally's training is pretty much he and Burnaby are going to be. It's going to be a lot like there's some talking, some like philosophizing about like fire and rebirth and cleansing flame. And then there's also a lot of just setting shit on fire. Like a lot of it.
When is the first time that Wally decides to smoke during this?
The moment they step away from civilization. Like the moment that like he like quote unquote enters the forest, like that's yeah. You start going until the leaf leads you to where you're supposed to go.
And as the high is creeping in, Burnaby looks over to you and says, "Yes, the ritual again.
You want some ritual, dude?
I think our bond is reaching the point that it needs to reach. I have to show you something."
Oh, okay. All right. Is it going to be weird?
Like, promise not to be mad about this.
Wally takes another like really deep hit and then, okay.
Like, you gotta really promise me, bro.
Yeah, that's why I just did that. Do the thing, like whatever, man.
And then Burnaby, like, inhale some of the smoke that you blow out. And then he blows out a burst of smoke, and suddenly you were just traveling through space. Like you were floating past stars. You're not feeling any heat. You can breathe normally. You were just floating through space. And like you get to what feels like the center of everything. And you see all these paths branching out. And they continue branching out like throughout space until they start getting to a point where those paths start converging into one straight line that just keeps going. And Burnaby looks at you and says, "So, bro, promise not to be mad, but we got some responsibilities. That was probably the reason I was summoned here. We gotta stop that."
Oh, that was Wally the Gray. I'm Wally the White.
Oh, I love it.
I'm sorry. I just watched Lord of the Rings again. Like within the past like week and a half, I just watched it again.
Burnaby looks at you and is like, Maybe I was supposed to be summoned to Ian McKellen or something.
It's okay, man. It's just a joke. So, like, what is this? Like rivers of reality and like causality and eventuality and I ran out of stuff. Like what?
This is the heart of everything, Wally. All universes, all worlds flow from this. All potential flows from this. And it's our job to make sure that infinite realities are always possible.
Okay.
It looks like these realities are narrowing down back to one reality again. I don't normally come back unless, all realities are in danger.
Okay. So like what does that mean for me? Like
Well, I'm usually like bonded to the person like most equipped to handle this.
you got bonded with me, man.
And then you look to your right, and it's like an avatar when Aang looks and sees the past avatars, but it's all the previous people that were bonded with this fire spirit. The right word? I'm drawing a blank on words for a second.
Balls. Hold on. Okay.
Fire elemental.
Let me scroll. My wildfire spirit.
But like as you look down, you notice that all of them are fearbolg, except for one far at the end. And you just see pointed elf ears on that one far at the other end. And then when you look to the other side, you see kind of like a crowd of people standing there. And Burnaby says, so yeah, the people on that one side are like the past people I bonded with. The people on this other side are like potential points in time where I may have to bond with someone to free all realities again.
And I'm just like I'm in the middle of it.
Eventually you'll get to a point where you can converse with, the previous holders and might even be able to get some insight from potential future holders on what their realities are like at the moment and how you can change things to prevent that.
Whoa, that's really cool, man. And like flicks some ash and takes another hit.
You see the ash just like kind of collide with the star and just
Does a star in the sky somewhere just like wink out of existence?
Yeah. You ruin an entire constellation by taking out the center star. We're gonna hop back over to Skate and Drake. When Drake pulls you out of your net dive, you get a look around and you see that Drake is working on some stuff for his team. But the thing that catches your eye is something that looks like a third arm wielding a pistol.
Like on his back or what?
It's not on his back. It's just sitting on a table being worked on.
Oh. Yeah, I don't want him to think I'm going to try to like steal it or anything. But what's Drake? What's this?
Oh, new weapons I'm working on. We got to take this whole adventuring thing seriously if we want to take y'all out in the next round.
Okay. All right. Well, yep. I'm not going to ask you to tell me more than you're comfortable with, but what is this thing?
And like he snaps and it crawls off the table and it attaches to his shoulder and then like swings around and like he points somewhere and it aims in that direction.
Interesting. Okay.
Might need to be quicker with the blicky out there. Saw what y'all did to them Haleys and Stevie Dick's girl.
And you could have three heaters.
Got to keep them toolies on me, man.
Keep a whole toolbox on you. Cool.
And he just laughs it off. And all right, Skate. Before you go into that Sears database, I just need you to know that digging around too much in there is not. I just feel bad. I got a bad feeling about it.
I see. Okay. Well, now that I'm more comfortable navigating it, I guess, do you have any advice on how to stay out of sight or avoid detection?
Well, if someone comes looking for you, just act like one of them other 801 units. You probably saw them there.
Okay. Yes. All right. Act natural.
All right, well, Skate, I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and then on 1, I'm going to plug you into the Sears database.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
3, click.
You son of a bitch. Okay. Yeah.
You are sent into a deep dive into like what looks like a digital skyscraper.
Mhm.
Like several floors, office buildings or offices on each floor. So you were in the Sears database. What do you want to look for while you're here?
Okay, so the last time we did this, I believe that we found some documents pertaining to Entropy's dad, and there was a planned acquisition of a medical company.
Yep, planned acquisition of Morningstar Medical Solutions.
Right. Okay. And so I don't think we had enough proof, but we kind of suspected that something about that deal had gone south, or Entropy's dad was supposed to take the fall for part of it.
So what happened was the son of the head of Morningstar Medical was murdered. Entropy's dad was accused of being the murderer. But Sears had on record one of their employees sending messages back and forth with someone about the location of the son of the head of Morningstar Medical and where he would be at a certain time.
Okay. But that information was all pretty deep down, right? It'd be risky. Yeah, it'd be risky to go that far.
It will be significantly less risky to go that far now that you are protected.
Okay.
But you have to be careful how far you dive into all of this.
Okay. So I think Skate would be pretty cautious about it, and I don't know if it would be possible to kind of stake out the joint for a little bit to see if there's any kind of security measures to try to avoid or anything like that before he goes back to that area, just to know if it's guarded or if there's a trap waiting there.
Okay, roll me an investigate check.
Okay. I'm not awful at that. Oh, no, I am awful at that. 11 total.
11 total? See other...
I can't... okay, no, never mind. I can't Bardic Inspiration myself. Okay.
You see other 801 units entering and leaving the giant building.
All right, I'm going to kind of, fly casual and just, robot walk like they do.
And if you want to get back to the Entropy dad information, give me another investigate check.
Let's see. Is there anything... Ooh.
Actually, you've been there before, so advantage.
Okay. I'm also going to use... I haven't used this Spirit Bard ability yet, but I know guidance. And so I'm going to touch myself, because I'm willing, give myself a bonus.
Yeah, give yourself that bonus reach around while you're...
I'm going to let the ghosts of the machine guide me.
Yes. Ghost in the Skate.
I am the ghost. Fuck me, are you serious? Alright, let me add my d4. Oh, okay. Alright, I got a 16 total. I rolled a 12, and then with advantage, I rolled a 12, and I added a d4 to that. So 16 total.
So with that 16, you do make your way back, and where you find this information is it's set up a back room in an office building where they keep paper files on record.
Okay.
You know, before computers were big. And you find a box with some different files in there about different like CEOs and other very wealthy people that were murdered, but you haven't heard about any of these murders yet.
Okay.
And it seems that Sears thinks they're linked.
All right. Would it be possible for me to copy this information rather than like take it?
Yeah, you can copy a bit of the information.
Okay. Yeah. I would definitely copy the stuff about Entropy's dad, and then if I have any ability to copy anything else, then a little bit more about the suspicion of other murders. Yeah, those are my priorities.
Yeah, you're able to get that information, and like you're able to get the information that they know there's other CEOs that have been murdered out there. You can't quite like find out. Actually, yeah, you would know who some of these are. Like one of them is a CEO of a company called Arclight Fields, which is a company that has a warehouse in Covington.
Okay.
They're a food manufacturer. So certain days of the week, Covington smells like cereal because they're making cereal. And like a few other smaller companies that have wealthy CEOs. And yeah, that's about all you can get out of there.
Okay, and those all seem to be pretty recent too, like around the same time.
Within the past 3 years or so.
All right, with that, I think that's probably all the like pushing my luck that he'd be, or that pushing Skate's luck that he'd be doing today, and he'll like try to communicate to Drake that he's ready to jack out.
Like Drake has coded a pin onto digital Skate that all you have to do is tap it twice and you're out.
All right, jacking out.
But now we move back over to Paul. Paul and the Scouts. They're all just sitting there playing something else on their cell phones now that isn't Fortnite, because I feel like we have run the Fortnite gag into the ground.
Oh no, we're about to run it more though.
Actually, yeah, no, they're still playing Fortnite. They're kids.
Great. While they were in the just playing around the campfire and everything, it's been probably a few hours for Paul. He finally figured something out, and he's been rushing around the campsite, just setting up logs in one place. He gets out a medical kit in another place. He has the van they came in on, sets up a tent, and pitches it up so it looks kind of like a balloon and everything, and says, "All right, this right here, this is going to connect to the kids. All right." And he comes in, does a big running leap off the bus or off the van, and says, and drops right into the campfire and says, "All right, boys, where we dropping?"
Tilted Towers, dog.
Tilted Towers, right. So, that's...
Boy, Paul, we're hungry. Make us something.
Make us... well, you're supposed to be learning how to survive and get things all geared up for, the big matches and such. For the week.
But Paul, aren't you like cool? Can't you just say we did it?
No, I am unfortunately not cool, because I believe in hard work and I believe in getting things done right the first time. So, like I said,
I'd fancy if those hoochie daddy shorts weren't so tight.
Wow, you just went right for it. Back when I was going through the scouting program, we did a lot of things about making sure we respected our leaders and everything. But I understand you kids.
These.
Oh, is that that's gross. I'm an adult. We can literally get in trouble here.
Respect these, and he's pointing to his badges.
Oh well, respect these. and he pulls off his badges and says, "See these? Before the internet, well, the internet was still a thing, but before, like, we used the internet for half of them, we did actual wilderness survival." He points to one of the badges. "We did weather surveying," and he points to another one, "which we could do out here. First aid over here," points to that badge. "And if I'm not wrong here," he looks at everyone's badges, "you're missing just a few of those. Which, your video game, we could probably pull something from that. In fact," he turns around, "I've just set up camp to kind of look like that."
Yeah, but like we don't have the big dumb nerd badge that you probably got.
Oh no,
Yeah.
you do. You already do. It's the
It's called a
not
big
wanting to
dumb
do
nerd
things to
badge.
make yourself better at camping and such.
Nerd.
Wow. Well, I was gonna take it easy on you guys, but let's see here. And he takes the food that is laid out and everything, wraps it up in a bag, ties it up, and just sort of lassos it around up onto the branch of a tree, and ties the knot down and everything. "You guys are hungry? Work on untying that."
Let's see. The berserker dwarven scout immediately goes for your axe and rushes over to the tree.
Paul is right there at the axe. "You think I'm going to let you just have a sharp object, deadly object like this?"
Oh, come on. They let us use them in adventuring.
"Yeah, they let you use them in adventuring, but this is the real adventure. This is you learning how to be a better person than you are. Because, adventuring, it's all fun and games, and then literally someone gets hurt. But eventually, we can just heal you up right there in the arenas and everything. But in the real world, in real life adventuring, you don't get immediately healed up. But you can work on getting healed up. Got the bandies right over there." That's game lingo, I think. You don't want to get downed in the middle of a dub.
And roll a perception, or not perception, persuasion check for me.
Persuasion. Okay, at those. 16.
16? All right, you managed to get Brock and said the other two that are not the berserker to walk over to the tree, and they're going to attempt to climb the tree and get the food down.
Okay, that's a good technique. There's also the knot that you want to deal with as well. If you get up there and you accidentally knock everything down, that's going to be a big mess. That's going to attract all the ants and all the pests that you don't want in your camp.
Brock falls out of the tree. That was a 6 on that check.
Oof. Can I try to catch him?
Yeah, go for it. But Sad has also rolled a 4.
Oof. I can only save one of them.
Actually, hit a 20 on a dex check, and I'll let you save both.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna happen. Sure. Just a straight dex, or
Straight dex.
all right. That is only a 12.
Which one do you save?
I'm gonna save the one that was falling first.
Okay, so you catch Brock as he's falling. Sad, like, falls over. He just twists his ankle, but it's not like a bad injury, but he's like, "Oh, it hurts so bad. My ankle."
Well, the good thing is we got a whole med kit here that we can.
Bro, I'm not gonna make it home.
Oh, you're gonna make it home if it's the last thing that I'm gonna do. We're doing a heal off right here. Kids, get the meds ready. We're doing a hop drop. Those are lingo words that I learned from the internet like an hour ago.
All right, so you're gonna try to heal up Sed there.
The kids are going to.
Oh, you're gonna have the kids do. Roll a persuasion check.
That is a 17.
17. Okay. So Tony and Sed, or sorry, Tony and Brock grab the med kits, and that's an 8 on that medicine roll.
Oof.
That's another 8 on the medicine roll.
Oh, guys, no. The bandage is supposed to go around it, and then you're supposed to make sure that's a little too tight there, Tony. Brock, just make sure that's not cutting off his circulation too much there. And he's going to just put like one lay on hands onto the kid on said and go, oh, there we go, guys. See? It's not that hard.
Hey, they fixed me. I feel good now. Cool. Maybe you're not so bad.
Look, I'm just trying to help you kids be the best yous that you can be. Plus, how many more rounds of this do we have? Like of the matches? Whole season, right?
It's either 2 or 3, depending on how things shake out for you.
He sits down and says, look, kids, I'm going to level with you. You kids literally are the future. I mean, you nearly kicked our asses when we were in the skating rink. And again, I'm sorry for, beating the ever-loving hell out of you. But you kids you're alright. Sometimes a pain in the ass, but you're still pretty good kids. And I want you guys, just like Scout does, I want you guys to do better in life. My dad was an ass, and he raised me with a really shitty, firm hand. I want to just make sure the kids are doing better than I did.
Wow, I guess we're sorry for calling you a nerd.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, but we're still like totally gonna kick your ass in the finals when we see you there because we're awesome and you're a good team. So we're gonna see you there, right?
Oh, absolutely. And if you don't, that means we messed up somewhere.
Yeah, because you got your asses kicked.
I know you guys are gonna do great.
We got one loss under our belt, but if we lose one more, we're out. So, yeah, we don't plan on losing, bro.
Well, good. Let's keep these skills up. We got more activities planned.
And just give us a little snapshot of the activities you do with the scouts over the course of the weekend, because it's just a camping weekend.
It is. And what they do is they go out in the woods. They gather up sticks and they gather up rocks and everything to build little forts and everything to defend.
When you go out in the woods, roll me a perception check real quick.
Oh, absolutely.
Are you guys playing Find the Lawsuit?
It's a nat 20 plus 4.
You fucking saw Wally in the woods. Whether or not you said something to him, that's up to you.
He doesn't. He just gives a curt little salute to him.
Like, Wally is on his trip right now through the galaxy. But you have seen Wally.
Wait. He looks at the dwarf scouts and says, all right, he's my bro. We're going to fuck with him a little bit. Build a little fort around him.
And so they start building they're pretty skilled at building these forts on the fly. They had a lot of practice.
I'm proud of you guys. You're going to make some damn fine real leaders one day.
We cut to like a day or two before the next adventuring circuit when you're gearing up for your match against Team Air and Team Keep Your Grits. You're meeting up at the Sphere, your repair shop, with Coach and Caroline, for you all to talk strategy for this upcoming event.
Skates fished a couple of objects out of the never claimed shop items and has successfully repaired them.
And it was Zippo and a taser, correct?
Yeah, so he managed to. So because we leveled up, I got Produce Flame and Call Lightning from my background as an ISIT engineer. And so he's repaired a Zippo that lets him throw little balls of flame and a taser that tases the shit out of a large area.
And for those listening, these aren't actual items. These are retools. They're just reskin spells.
Yeah, just in universe, how he'd be able to do those.
So, how was everyone's week?
Productive.
It was pretty cool. Got to be one with nature.
I got to be one with my creator company.
Has anyone seen Wally? Or is Wally alive, y'all?
I mean, I saw him in the woods, and Dwarf Scouts, they made a little fort around him and everything.
Yeah, he'll be protected. It's a fort.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still in the woods. It's a shitty little fort. Actually was pretty good. I was pretty impressed by the building of it. Those kids were really in the zone. Had a thirst and a surge.
Yeah, I saw those kids use a power welder once. It was real impressive. Like, clean weld straight on there.
Maybe they should have been teaching me. Why was I out there teaching them? That was a bad idea.
I mean, an adult has to be present to verify whether or not they did the camping for their merit badge, so you did right.
Yeah. Oh, and they gave me this one here. This little merit badge they made. They call it the Inspiring Leader Badge. And he proudly shows off. It looks like a thumbs up.
They, took turns sewing that together. Sewing that thumbs up onto the badge. It's a little janky, but it's got character.
I took the Inspiring Leader perk, guys. Or feat. That's what I did. I can inspire you.
I would say around this time, the door kind of slams open. And Wally comes trudging in with part of his furred coat is still smoldering and putting off smoke. And as he walks to the back room, he just kind of raises his fists up and just closes it, and the embers just go out.
Ooh.
That was pretty trick.
Yeah, it got kind of hairy out there. A bunch of trees grew up around me. I don't know. How long was I out there? Was it a couple of years?
Just the weekend.
Yeah, just a weekend.
No, I think we were there for a whole week, man.
I don't think so.
For the record, Wally and Burnaby were in the woods for a week.
A week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we pieced out and we've been gone for a week straight.
Okay.
These trees grew up around me, and I came out of some real revelations, and thinking that hard when I came out of it. Will you guys be my alibi? I don't. I definitely didn't burn down a portion of the forest. Just so you guys know, I didn't do that.
Yeah, it was only half of the forest, man.
Why are you gonna do this?
I
It's gonna get us in trouble.
I definitely
what
didn't.
What are you talking about? Friends don't lie to friends.
Burnaby, we've talked about this, man. You can't talk over Skater. He's a cool dude. He's a good guy.
It's fine.
No, man. I value your input as a teammate and a friend.
Well, thank you, Polly. We can be each other's alibis.
I literally have an alibi for you. You were protected inside of a fort that the kids made.
That I don't like how that sounds, because that where was that where's that fort, Paul?
Deep in the woods, away from civilization and
Do you see how that Sorry, Skate picked up a computer virus.
I just barely managed to mute myself in time, but damn, that one made my ears pop.
Skate picked up a computer virus. Paul, you realize everything that you just said is the opposite of an alibi, right?
no.
Right. Skate, you and me, dude. We were hanging out, man.
Correct.
Dope.
All right, I expected something from Wally, but Skate, what the hell did you do?
I hung out with Wally.
Wally immediately throws out a fist bump.
Bump.
It's about this time Entropy shows up at the shop. What has Entropy been researching over the past week? Actually, tell me where you want to start, and I will let you know what information you get to.
Definitely dirt on the other teams. 100%.
All right, you're gonna have to pick a team.
Who's the next one we're going up against?
The two teams you're going up against next are Team Keep Your Grits and Team Air. So it's the usual 3 teams in there. You all have your first round. The 2 teams that make it through that first round fight each other the next part, and the winner of that moves on.
Which team has more women?
They both have 1.
Let's go with Team Air.
Okay,
I'm gonna look for juicy stuff, social media, gossip, dirt. I want to be able to fuck with them. Entropy's gonna play dirty.
Okay.
Talk shit.
Is there anyone in particular you want to find some dirt on?
First, obviously, the other woman on the team, because I know the guys aren't gonna go for her, so I've got to.
Amy is now. This isn't dirt as much as it is general information about Amy. You can go from there. Amy is currently working 2 jobs. She's working at Air, and she is also one of the security guards at the new Eastwind High School. She's one of the daytime security guards, so her shifts don't overlap with Skate or Paul's. There is a video circulating of her pepper spraying a student outside of school. You were actually present for her pepper spraying a student at Forge a Familiar.
Oh, was I?
Yes.
All right. What's her education level? Let me get into the nitty gritty.
Her education level, unknown. You are coming across that there are a lot of unknown factors about Amy. Almost as if, like, she's trying to get by through a mission. Like,
okay, so any social media? Like, does it look like she just came out of thin air?
Yes and no. She is a streamer, so she does have that online footprint of being a streamer. She got where she is in streaming through technical skill alone. Like, yeah, she's a little cute, but it's been technical skill that got her where she is. Just dyed her hair green recently. Doing a little bit of an e-girl makeover. And since she works for Vigilant Eye Security, she's being plastered on Vigilant Eye Security flyers, and so are other streamers at this point. And those flyers are being posted at, like, schools, arcades, anywhere you're gonna see, like, the younger crowd hanging out. And every streamer on those flyers is just attractive. And they're like flyers trying to encourage people to apply for jobs at Vigilant Eye Security.
Okay. What about the dudes? What do we got? Social media blunders? Anything I can fuck with them?
With Jack didn't fight you guys in that first match, and like he's been having chest pains. That's something you can find in like your surface level dive.
Okay.
Jack tried to get a job at Vigilant Eye Security, but he's a half orc that looks kind of like Matt Damon.
Okay.
And they just weren't comfortable with whatever is going on with his chest. Like, they have some of the people do physicals for Vigilant Eye Security. It's like one of those, yeah, as long as you don't pass out, you can get a job here, physicals. And he did kind of do that.
Okay.
Drake is very methodical in like his social media upkeep, because he doesn't really post about himself a lot. he does post about like different projects he's working on, like, oh, I'm making these sunglasses that filter light a certain way so kobolds can function in like daytime stuff. Also, you know, specs for that gun that he's working on, like the extra gun arm.
Yeah, Skate would tell everybody about the gun arm.
And then, like, he showed just a little bit of what he was working on with, like, a special type of shield, and then something that he calls remote casting. But he hasn't said much more about remote casting. And Edwin has been at the hospital over the past week, just checking in on Stevie Dix. Stevie Dix has made a recovery. She's up and walking around, but they're keeping her at the hospital just to run some more tests.
Oh, yeah, we fucked her up, didn't we?
Was it you that fucked Stevie Dix up? Or was it something else?
Or both.
Or both.
Yeah, shit happens. I'm sure there's a liability waiver somewhere.
Because normally with the adventuring circuit, people get injured, but it's not a big enough injury to end up in the hospital, or like it's treated on site immediately. But with Stevie Dix, it was severe enough to need to go to the hospital, like as soon as the walls came down for the match.
Well, get good.
Do you want to do an investigate check and just roll a deep dive on one of those team members of your choice?
Let's see. I mean, Drake, I'm not going to go out after Drake. I got too much respect for him. I feel like Jack might be an easy target. Let me deep dive a little bit on Jack.
All right, roll me that investigation check.
Oh, you mean I needed to have my sheet open? That's unfortunate.
Indeed.
Hold on. I haven't favorited. I have it in my favorites. Hold on. Okay, investigation. 14.
14? Like you do your Feybook creeping all week, just like creeping deeper and deeper into his Feybook. The right things aren't pinging around for you to like follow leads until you get to a picture of like a teenage Jack in a facility, and like there's some other kids there, and then you see that their caretaker is someone that you know very well. His coach.
So they're in some kind of facility, and Coach looks like he's their caretaker with Jack and some other kids?
Yep.
Like, is it a scientific facility, sports facility?
It's a cross between like a sports and scientific facility.
Okay. And okay, but how culty does it look? Like, are the kids wearing like scrubs, uniforms? Like, what are we talking here?
The kids are in uniforms, but they all like seem happy to be with Coach.
Okay, what color are the uniforms? This is important because I need to know.
It's like gray sweatpants and sweatshirt, like athletic stuff.
Okay, because if it was white, that would be real fucking sus.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And
sounds like some Stranger Things shit.
Like you can see the letters MM in the background.
Okay. MM in the background. Alrighty.
So if we go up against the Sherman's Pizza crew, try to take out the dad first, because he said he was a cleric, right?
Yeah, Wally's going to really need to like focus that guy, because
It bantered.
yeah,
Ass.
gonna have to cook him.
And then for the team air, I feel like we got to go after Drake first. Like, I think it would probably be
most dangerous.
Yeah, because he's kind of like the leader. Maybe they won't be able to fight cohesively without. Yeah, Lincoln.
Bruh. Seriously?
He's given a strategy.
Drat talk.
Hey, I'm gonna hit the sound button.
While we're talking, Skate will kind of try to surreptitiously slide a thick file folder under the table to Entropy.
Skate sliding her some DMs.
They are direct messages.
Literally direct messages.
Her dad.
All right. Entropy's going to very casually and try to just sneakily take them. Kind of tuck them somewhere into her skirt. I don't know. People don't usually look at her skirt when she's got big old titties, so.
Well, I imagine Skate took the data and then went somewhere and printed it in the shop.
Yeah, it's like physical copies of all the stuff that he found.
Yeah, no, I assumed it was like a manila file folder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I stand by what I said.
But basically the folder covers the fact that again, there was the one guy at Sears that got messages about the son of the leader of Morningstar Medical, and some of the shady shit that the son actually did, and information on where that son was going to be the day he was murdered. This was all sent to that Sears employee who suddenly left work that same day, and Sears has been looking for that employee for a while now.
Yeah, Entropy just wants to review that with nobody else around because she doesn't know what's in the file. She just knows Skate is being sneaky sliding her something, so she's not going to open it and just start reading in front of everyone.
Okay, but I'm just going to give you all the information in the file so you have it for notes. That way, if Entropy's going over it through, before the competition, you have that information. The other thing that was in there was the fact that the son of Morningstar Medical CEO was not the only high-ranking official of a company or very rich person that was murdered recently. It says there were more, and they may think they are linked. They're not entirely sure. So that murder was not the only one.
Okay.
But again, with those murders, you haven't heard anything about the murders in the news. It's been covered up.
Wait, so not even the murder that my dad was framed for was in the news?
Correct.
Wait, I thought there was an article or something that Entropy was shown at one point.
An NPC that was involved with the investigation showed Entropy. I believe it was Drake that showed the footage because, someone told Drake about murder. I don't remember who showed you the footage, but it was the footage of your dad's assistant running out of the restaurant, throwing up into a trash can, and then continuing to run away from the scene of the crime.
Okay.
So that was information that was given to Entropy at one point.
I feel like I would have noticed way sooner that there was no news coverage of a very high-profile person getting, murdered, and then another high-profile person being accused.
I think I did state in previous episodes that this had not made the news.
See, I did not pick up what you were putting down, as you could tell.
Because Drake at one point said, I wouldn't have believed it if you didn't tell me about it.
Yeah.
I think it was the cops that were arresting your dad at that point that showed you the footage.
Okay. I just couldn't remember. I'm on NyQuil, so. Well, now I am. Now that I'm not driving.
Good catch.
What was everyone on the air team? Do we know their classes?
Drake is an alchemist.
He's an artificer.
Jack, you don't quite know his class because he didn't fight in the first match. Second match, his fighting was really awkward. And it was just a tape of the second match you were watching where they fought. I believe it was half-minute Martians. Yeah.
Okay. What about Amy?
Amy tried to stealth up on Skate at one point.
Probably a rogue.
Whether or not she's a rogue is up in the air.
Yeah, because rangers can be kind of
Very
stealthy,
Terminator.
and monks have high dex too. So,
And
what
she-
about Edwin?
Edwin found out in Boys' Night that he is a warlock.
Yeah, he's edgy.
Cool, nice little glass cannon.
Oh, another thing about Edwin is, like when you were doing your dive into his Facebook feed, is he really loves Grove coffee,
Okay.
which is like basically Feywild Starbucks that has expanded into this realm as well.
Oh, so a fancy basic bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. I'm sorry. I think I cut off Alex.
No, the only thing I was going to say was with the inspiring leader perk, it's not me giving anyone inspiration. That's Deeves. That's all him. No, instead it's I can give a 10-minute rousing speech to make everyone be like, "Oh, okay, huzzah! We'll fight some more," and you guys get some extra hit points.
You know I'm going to make you give a speech every time, right?
Just look up some famous inspiring, just like break down some famous inspiring speeches and just pick out little chunks and just read them. Just fucking read them.
No, I want this from the heart.
Swap out some names with some
Art.
with our names.
I can do that. But yeah, you guys get like a little bit of health.
The more awkward and off the dome it is, the better.
Excellent. Yep.
Seems like Paul's kind of
Yeah. That's
speed.
my speed.
I do have one comment. There will be an update on Wally's Facebook that just says, "I have no idea what happened to Orion's belt." That's it. That's all it says.
Amazing. All those astrology bitches are about to be real fucking confused.
That's like being covered in the news right now. Like, Star just blinks out of existence in Orion's belt.
Like very specifically, like he updates it, and like no one had yet been talking about it. Like that's the I have no idea what happened to Orion's belt, and then all of a sudden, like the news starts breaking.
I saw an Instagram post that I sent to my sister-in-law to piss her off, and it just says, "Astrology? Oh, you mean birthday racism?"
Oh my gosh. Amazing. I love that.
That really upset my cousin Moon.
Moon.
On that note, that is the end of this session. How you feeling, players? Ready to go into this next adventuring circuit?
I'm excited.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because you know.
Wally,
go ahead.
Wally's ready to incinerate someone, especially since there are like zero repercussions for doing it within the game. He's just like, "I'm gonna kill somebody."
Yeah, because no one actually dies in there.
Yeah.
Entropy is right behind him.
But
So is Lincoln.
like people are starting to enjoy adventuring again because you beat the Haleys. They're still in the running for the championship, but if they lose one more match, they're out.
Who are they up against?
Their next match is. Let me check this out again. Their next match is against Off in the Shower, the frat boys, and Team Rock Salt, the ice cream shop in town.
Oh, that's right. I forgot they were a nice shop. That's cute.
Team Rock Salt's rockin'.
You that one, Jeff?
I got Team Rocket music playing in my head now. Like I did that to myself.
God, now I have that stupid song. It's not even a stupid song. It's a banger, but
It is a banger. It's a banger, but like, okay, but damn it.
Before that gets much further in my head, listeners, if you enjoyed what you heard tonight, follow us on Facebook, TikTok, send us an email at critsandgrits@gmail.com. We don't really use Twitter, so don't like try to find us there. Also, follow some of the people that have supported us so far, like our buddy Tithus. You can follow on twitch.tv/Tithus. Becky, you can follow on her Instagram and Twitter as Sugar Puns. She may get back to streaming this year. We don't know yet. But also check out Kyler on YouTube at Fishing After 5. There's also Jess with MomoCon. You can follow the MomoCon socials on Facebook, MySpace, Instagram, Twitter. Follow Jess on twitch.tv/JessPanda. Our buddy Jay, you can follow on twitch.tv/Rush918. And Ducky, you can follow on twitch.tv/DuckyPlease. Now, everyone give a jumbled, let's get some combat.
Let's get some combat.
Joke's on y'all. You gotta solve a puzzle.
God, shit.
I'm going to leave scorched cinders in my wake.
Can we burn the puzzle?
Good night, everybody.